You okay? Oh, you're not ready for that.
Oh,
Today, we are coming with energy. So who's their daddy?
Yo, cut it.
Alright. Good, I don't know. Good day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Unfiltered. Unfortunately, we don't have Scott here. Scott, today is your turn.
You go marry.
Why are you?
What? Like, do you know something we don't know?
Tell us.
No, it's fine.
Scott's
He's
there.
sick actually. Yeah, so we are wishing him
For
speedy
some
recovery.
weird reason, I don't believe
I
Scott
don't
is sick.
believe.
Me too.
I don't believe
Me
he's
too.
sick.
Yeah.
But he says so.
We will let it slide. Don't worry.
We move. Today, I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell, but Minia giraffe.
Overexcited. Put it like that.
How
Yeah.
do you say mania giraffe in like a Nigerian
Yoruba.
land?
Inumi dungo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teach him how to say it. Because
Inumi
the way he's crazy
dungo.
about the album, I think.
Say it.
Inumi who?
It's okay.
Inumi
Yeah,
has what has Inumi done?
Inumi dungo. Like I am very happy.
Inumi dungu.
Go on. Oh, Kevin.
Go.
Go on, please.
Tell me you didn't hear gun.
No, you say it.
Inumi
Inumi
dungu.
dungo.
I feel like she's even singing with an English accent.
Oh.
Nigerians in the chat need to verify this for me, bro.
Yeah, verify, guys.
Yeah.
Verify. But yeah.
Yeah, we're discussing. What's it called
The
again?
man of the moment
How is the word pronounced?
is.
Is it he is or
Apparently
Heis?
it's a Greek word. It means the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading a review
You were.
from either Pitchfork or Billboard. I don't remember. And that's what it means. It's a Greek word. It means the one.
How do you say it? Is.
Heis. He is.
I really don't know how they pronounce
I've
it.
seen people say Heis. I've seen people say he's. I've seen people say he is. But I think we all know what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Rema's new album. Yeah. We're gonna go how we usually do. Favorite song of the album
I
first and
think I need to
foremost.
check the titles.
I cannot pick, so I'm gonna let them go first. I'll go last. Anyone?
Hold on.
You said what? Favorite what?
I'll just go myself.
You said favorite what? Songs?
Yeah,
Favorite songs.
I think
I don't have
the
just one. That's the problem.
that's how you know it was a
the
great
album title.
He is.
Yes,
I actually like-
That's,
I
that's
actually
my
like that
first
one.
favorite actually. Yeah.
But I think the opening, Macham, Azaman, yeah, the first 3 tracks were crazy. Yeah, I guess those are my favorites. I don't know. Yeah.
Alright, for me, I like every single. I like all the songs.
You sure?
I like every single song from Macham all the way down to Now I Know and everything in between. I mean, I have some comments reserved for some people like Odumodu, but yeah, I think it was a pretty good album.
I want you to start with your review because I feel like you are the one who is crazy about the project. I do like it, but you are like insane about it. So I want you to know what you think. Then I'll give you maybe some pushback.
Okay.
Yeah. So mine is the first is definitely is, and then the second is Azaman. The third is Yayo, and then the fourth is Now I Know.
What about Ozeba?
It's nice, but it's not part of my favorites. Sorry.
That's interesting. Okay. To get deeper into it, first of all, I'm very, very happy that this album was dropped. I think we're all kind of getting tired of the Afro piano thing a little too much, you know. Yeah, the album takes me back, Sha. Like the album takes me back to like Asokbo and the old type of Afrobeat songs, and they give ginger. There's so much, like from the start of the album, Rema has come with force, bro, and like I absolutely love it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was a very polarizing album in the beginning. When I heard it the first time, I was not that much of a fan of it. Then I slept and I woke up and I listened to it again in the morning. From there, I was ready to call the Azaman to send me some cash, bro, because in fact, I need to send Rema some cash. Yeah. It was a great album. What else was I gonna say? There's something I was gonna say. I feel like the very first time I realized Rema experimenting this sound was, I don't know if you guys know the song Panthera on the Black Panther album, but is a song he does with some, I think the guy is Latino. and there's some very fast rap Rema does at the end of it, and it was the very first time, sometime early 2022, I think. And you should go and listen to it, and you probably see where that started from. From there, I can say the next one was probably there's a song on Rave and Roses that is supposed to be some kind of ravey. I don't know why I cannot remember what it is called. The name has escaped me, but yeah, from then I guess I had started seeing signs of a different Rema or a new style. I think the Afro rave he's been talking about so much. Then we had the Ravage EP, and when the Ravage EP came out, I'm pretty sure everyone else that listened to it was pretty impressed by the Ravage EP when it came out, because the sounds were new, they were refreshing, kind of old Rema, but also kind of different. And looking at the Ravage EP and comparing it to Heis right now, the difference is there's still quite a bit of difference between the two. I feel like probably the loudest, fastest song on that album probably be Smooth Criminal. And even that pales on Ravage EP. Yeah. Even that pales in comparison to the pace and tempo of this beat. Even if you play D&D and go and play Ozaman after, D&D feels very slow in comparison to Ozaman. So yeah, I think that was him experimenting on the style, and I think this was him saying, okay, fine, I think the style is ready for people to hear. And that is what he brought out to us. Listen, like I said, I'm very excited because I was quite getting tired of Amapiano. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else to say with regards to what I've said so far?
I just want to say that Della asked Kevin to give his review. He has talked about the whole album in just some 20 seconds.
What am I supposed to say?
I wish that's how you talk about your girlfriend, because the dedication in your voice, bro.
I don't have any girlfriends. I'm single, so if the ladies want to hit me up, the production team will put my socials right here. Text me.
Rami.
Yeah. So Kevin has almost said everything, but not everything, Sha. Yeah. So listening to the album, when I heard it first, I was really confused. I was looking for Rema himself.
That's funny.
Because I was shocked as to where is Rema? Because that's not the Rema that.
Where is Rema?
Where is Because that's not the Rema that we're all used to listening to. So, but what I would say about the whole album is that I feel like he was trying to tell his haters that he won't take it easy on them. Because when you look at the first 4 tracks, they were back to back telling them that I got you guys covered, Yeah. But honestly, I just love the fact that he really tested so many sounds. I Rasta did that, but Rema's own is just so different. It's just so unique. And at this point, I can only say that I'm proud to be a Nigerian, yeah, and also a Benin babe like him, because Rema is also a Benin guy, yeah. So that's right.
Okay. That's crazy.
I came prepared.
Anyway, I think it's my turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Della has a note.
Oh yeah. I think I posted it on Twitter.
Let's hear it.
Rema. I think if anyone knows me, I think they will all say that I'm a sucker for sounds and production. I don't really care what you do with your. I mean, let me word it carefully. I don't really care what you say, but if you can make it sound good, I'll buy it. So I think I like how the album challenged me in terms of do I like it? Do I hate it? Where do I stand in terms of and I don't think I even know how I feel about the project. That's how difficult it is to consume this album. Not in terms of it's being a bad album, but just I want to know the mental state of Rema after
I was going to say it, yeah.
Making what was the album that did well? It did well internationally.
Raven Roses.
Yeah, after that album, I just want to know how he was feeling creative wise to kind of come to this, type of album. It's insane.
Very much.
Yeah.
For me, I always say there's not too much of a point to being a creative if you're not ready to push the boundaries.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I absolutely love the fact that he decided, okay, I've done this, and getting to that even. There's something about Rema that I'm starting to realize. He reminds me very much of. Do you guys watch anime?
No, I hate anime.
He reminds me of every anime protagonist, and they do it in such a way that maybe the anime protagonist is destined to do something, and then he knows, and he kind of like embodies the.
Do you know what Rema reminds me of?
What?
He reminds me of a sane Shatawale. Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's a weird thing to say, but I don't know. I can see if Shatawale had like the backing, like I can see him.
He don't have backing.
Nah, I mean in terms of like
A label backing.
Yeah. If he had like majors behind him. Fuck no. You know, if he had like a major backing, yeah, I can see him doing something like this, something insane. You know. Yeah, I can really see Shatta doing something like this, and even Black Hole.
For me, I don't know if they feel like it is their calling. I feel like
I don't think they have the money. Rema
feels like
that makes sense.
He has taken it up on himself to like carry Afrobeats as an Afrobeats artist. Like even in the time where we're seeing people try to deviate from the genre to do R&B or Afro this or Afro that, I feel like that's why I say he reminds me of like different protagonists, whereas like since he was young, it felt like he's always going to do this thing, and now he's like, okay, you know what, I'm him. Like I'm Afrobeats to some point. It feels like he has embodied and carried it on his head so much that I don't feel yeah, Rema. Exactly.
I think it's a bold take. It's a bold take on the traditional Afrobeat sounds. You know, mixing the synth wave and like the drums. The drums were talking in the production, like from one Macham, like you can literally feel the energy. You know, and it kind of reminded me. I don't know, when I was listening to Macham, I was thinking of sometimes when you're watching a movie and like this bike gang. You know, I don't know. I had that feeling like a bike gang sort of like.
I feel like it might also be because of the visuals they've pushed onto you.
But has he dropped the video? I don't think I've watched the video.
Most of his videos promoting this song have had to do with cars, motorcycles, darkness.
Do you know? I've actually not seen any visuals. I know that's from Rema, but like I don't know, when I'm listening to Macham, like there's this show Lucifer. There was an episode where they go and see like some bike gang, and it kind of reminds me of a track they'll be listening to.
Fair.
You know,
fair. Me, I have that type of scene every time I'm driving home, bro, because I be playing Macham on the motorway.
Careful. Careful.
Yeah,
careful. Yeah.
Rhythm.
But I don't want us to be caught up in the. I feel like sometimes people. Did you watch this movie Spy Kids? Like when we were young, I don't know.
I did. Yeah.
There was a mad scientist in there, like, and he's mixing some chemicals crazy, and like it will blow. So I feel like he's that guy, and he's doing well. But I also have like my small qualms with the album here and there.
Like what?
In terms of like songwriting, I wasn't really blown away. There were some slick lines, like a line maybe like a rapper would normally say. Some at the ball past Chouameni, some Barcelona lines. There were some cute lines here and there.
Honestly, those balling lines, I feel like we should retire them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like something like a rapper would say. But in terms of like songwriting wise, I don't think I was blown away.
I don't think he really wanted anybody to know him as a good songwriter. He was just more of the sound.
Yeah, it was more of a sound
any other thing.
And I think it was also about the feel of the music. Yeah. Like you said, I feel like it's probably something that you should probably enjoy even more because of how braggadocious the album is. So I'm surprised you're not all over the album, considering how much you like.
I'm confused with the album. That's how, like, I'm really confused with it. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I like the daring nature. I like you, because sometimes one of my biggest critiques with Ghanaian musicians is they are not experimenting enough. It's the same vegetated bullshit each and every day. Everyone's song sounds the same. No one is trying to do anything new.
I literally said the same thing. Like, every time I hear somebody is like, oh my god, this is like a new song that has blown up, and I hear it, I feel like it's a song I heard 6-7 years ago, and I end up not paying attention to
Sometimes I want us to lead in the experimentation. What Rema has done right now, I can bet you by the end of the year there will be a Ghanaian act who will try to do the same thing. But I wish we were the people to start it more.
Do you know, this album makes me feel like if Afrobeat is heading in this direction, Ghanaians have absolutely no reason to not blow, because all our songs before time were like this. If
Afrobeat is heading in this direction, I'm worried for the noise making. Honestly,
he go plenty.
But it used to be. There was a lot of noise making before the Afro R&B type genre started coming. Those people made it like, pleasurable to listen. I don't lie. Yeah. Are you saying that the old Afrobeat songs are not pleasurable to listen to? So there's so many timeless bangers that
fun to listen
you would
to.
Exactly, and
there's a difference between fun and pleasure.
Explain. 5 marks.
I sure can.
5 marks. No, you shocked me, bro. What's the difference between fun and pleasure?
I'll tell you some parts to cut out, okay? Anyway,
today you did a hot seat. You will explain them because I know the bab.
I think, like, let's say like the Azonto days, it was fun. It wasn't more of like pleasure, sort of. It was like a fun thing to, like be part of this movement. Even when like the Nigerians were also doing their Alingo and stuff, it was a fun wave of Afro.
You're looking at it in retrospect. That's why. Because
I remember how I felt. It was a fun thing, bro. It was like a Friday. Like, it was a fun session.
I don't understand how you're separating fun and pleasure though, in this context.
I think maybe in my books, to me, pleasure was a lot more mellow, sort of like introspection, Afrobeat. Just in my books, maybe to you it's quite different, but in my books, like, even listening to what's the guy?
They use Marian Webster, they use Collins, or what's like?
They use Oxford.
Okay.
Oh my days.
But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like if Afrobeat starts getting back to this point, is giving. There was a guy. I can't remember his name. There's an up and coming artist who has a song that's coming out with Gas Miller. And when I was DJing at Ali Bar last weekend, they made us preview the song. And when we previewed the song, I was like, bro, this song is Rema. This is like the beats, and like it was an Asokpo beats. You know how Asokpo used to sound, I feel like what we'd be lacking would be, I guess the production is obviously a lot better now. So we'd be lacking that and maybe a little bit of pen game. Yeah. Because still, what Rema is writing now is better than what we'd put on our Asokwa beats. Our Asokwa beats is the vibes and some 3 lines, and we they jam to them.
I think if you take it to the traditional, how do you say it? What?
Asokwa.
Yeah, Asokwa. If you take it to the proper route,
no, say it.
I think
say it to
Asokwa. Yeah, I think you lose people. But like if you start to like evolve the Asokwa and make it a lot more, I don't know. I don't want to use the word westernized, but you see how he makes the synth with
Rema said,
I mean, basically that's what he said. But even if he's trying to do Asokpo, it was like a gentrified Asokpo, not like the proper, sea vibes Asokpo. That one, they need studio.
Yeah.
That one, that's Asokpo. You don't need studio.
You don't need studio.
You don't need studio, bro.
Nah, when they record the song, then you hear the waves and everything for the backing side.
That's the proper one. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear you put rates the album though.
I mean, you were the one who were going overboard and saying
difficult.
10.
No. He said 20/10, meaning
he's yeah.
My only issue with the album is that
Odumodu,
what are you doing on War Machine?
That guy has never been
good. Like I would really love to, maybe he might happen to see this, hopefully, but I would love to see that with him and just look him into the eyes and just ask him, say why. I don't know
why. I for me, I just don't like. I don't know if he's rapping. But if he's rapping, I just don't like. I just don't like the way he sounds.
He just.
I don't know. What is he? Is he a rapper?
He's a singer, right? He
He's
raps,
a
he
musician,
just shouts,
Otunium.
he does all
Sometimes
of
I
it.
don't. Sometimes honestly,
He sings. That's
you know
it.
what?
He
I
sings.
think in our previous episodes, I used to say, I don't like this guy because of this, and that. I've come to the realization that sometimes I just don't like some people. It's not like a big deal. Like I just don't like Lyrical Joe. No biggie. You know, I just don't like Odumodu. It's simple. What?
It's a rapper.
Yeah, that's what he claims.
But what he does in every song I've heard him sing, he doesn't rap. He just goes, he just moves.
He reminds me of back in, I don't know.
Guys, not too much on Odumodu. Like,
but
yeah, sure. I don't like what he did on this
I
song,
feel like
but
he's
he's
a-
a good. He has good songs.
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna lie. I'm gonna.
But like,
I don't
feel
like what he
he's a
did on this
gong
song,
beater
but I
or
got your
something.
back on their other ones.
Do you know what a gong beater is? I don't know if you did iron me. Like when someone will come in there, what's it called? The neighborhood. Bam,
Oh,
bam,
yeah,
bam.
that thing.
Town
That's how
crier.
he sounds
Town
like.
crier.
Yeah, that's how he sounds like.
That's
To
a
me,
lot.
I'm dead serious.
But
The only song I
agree.
like is Woto Woto. Apart from that,
I mean, I still found errors in it. But
I mean, I think Odumodu has some. He has a bunch of great songs. I can count
songs.
probably at least five
good, no,
good
please wait,
Odumodu.
good or great, because they are two different words.
Can we do good, great, excellent?
what's his biggest
so
song?
that
I
Isn't it
really
Declan Rice?
Declan Rice is his biggest song.
I
However, it's not his best song.
I still don't know the lyrics to that song. I don't think I even heard it. I'm dead serious.
I did move like Declan Rice. Feel
You
like
lost me
Declan
there.
Rice.
You lost me there. The moment you started, that's what.
But
you lost
yeah, I'm not a big fan of that song either. But like, yeah, sure, let's go down. Declan Rice, Blood on the Dance Floor, Woto Woto Seasoning,
seasoning or seasoning?
Seasoning,
Inside soup. Okay.
Inside Soup, Woto Woto.
It's not bad.
What does it mean
Woto.
though? Woto Woto. Is it like a Nigerian thing?
Woto Woto.
Yeah, it's a Nigerian term, but it
I
has
feel like
quite a
people
number
might
of
mean a
meaning.
different thing.
I
The
feel
way
like
I-
Woto Woto is like
Yeah.
Woto Woto. You know, Woto Woto is like Woto
It's
Woto.
hard. No, the only way we can know is if he can respond to us.
I like that. That was good.
So because I don't know, I only know him because of the Igbo cap he usually wears every time, trying to represent the culture, which is really nice. Proud of you for that. But I don't like the dude. Like, I can't explain why.
His music sounds like
Like-
it sounds like incantations.
Calling
I
oracles.
think that's part of
Oracles.
the appeal.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I think it's
It kind
part
of
the
done. I think I
appeal.
watched an interview and he sampled a Ghanaian high life record back in the day,
No.
and he was talking about like, you know, some incantations and stuff, and it just dawned on me like he actually sounds like someone, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks like he baths in blood.
Even like how he even dresses and like with that everything, he looks like that. So. Yeah.
So back to Rema. Yeah, back to Rema.
we
so-
said we don't like him, but we've already spoken. Wow, he has a charm. It's that cap.
Yeah. So Rema, you're talking about scores, right?
Yeah.
For me, like I said, the album confused me. It kind of challenged me. I don't really know how I feel about it. Do you know what? I might go to like it because it feels like the first time I heard Don FM from the weekend. I was like, I'm not really sure if it's going to go well or not.
Interesting, because I like that on first listen too.
I don't know. I think it took a
think-
while for me to.
Kevin here has a different years.
Yeah, it took
From
a while for me
everybody.
to like love that album, but I think for me it's a strong 7. Yeah, that's about it. Because,
7 and strong B7.
like you know, 7.8 going to 8. You know, and that's why I say like a strong 7.
You try, you do well.
You know,
Mine is 8. It would have been 10, but Odimedi Black.
So Odumodu removed 2 points. No, you cannot do that.
No, but like it's a 8. Yeah. Cause I actually love the Swahili part and the Hausa part. I don't know what it was doing there, but
does anyone know how to speak Swahili? What was?
So I
was
know.
it a sample or?
No, it's not a sample. I think it's a choir. I know the part where they're saying Iwe means it's you,
yeah.
which also ties into the fact that the song is called He Is number 1.
Yeah, that's why I said.
I'm pretty sure they are probably asking like who's the baddest on the world or some shit like that. And he's like, Iwe, it's
Yeah.
you. Some type shit. I don't know. I'm gonna
I
ask
love
my
that.
SA people. If any of my friends from Tanzania or Kenya see this, please reply and tell me what they're
Yeah,
saying in
I
the, in the
asked
song.
a friend who knows a friend who like lives in What's that country again?
Fam, you might as well
South
have
Africa.
Googled it.
Whatever.
Asking a friend to ask a friend to ask another friend.
Oh my god.
Just open Google, bro.
They said that the words they were like Swahili, so
Yeah.
he did well with that and the Hausa stuff.
So
Yeah,
my next question is,
What's yours
what
again,
is my
20
rating? Is it 20 out of 10?
Okay.
But that leads me to my next question. What is the remaining 2.2
That we are
and
removing
2
from it.
that you
I
remove
feel like
from
the way
it?
the album starts with that high octane energy, it kind of drops crazy. Like when you get to like the 8th record or maybe the 10th record, like I don't know. I get it.
The 10th record is Now I Know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's the last song, but the last song is an introspective song. So
okay, good for you. But I'm
good
just
for
saying
me.
that-
I'm
nah,
not the
nah,
one that
I'm
roots
just- I'm
that.
just trying
I'm
to
not the
say
one that
that-
roots that
I'm just-
thing.
I mean, like I'm just trying to say that ideally, you most albums you start like on a high energy and you end like on a low note. But I don't know. Maybe even like after Ozeba, the album really loses me after Ozeba. I won't lie.
I think there are a lot of sleepers on the album that you also need to go and listen to. Egungun, for example, is a sleeper. Like I've even seen people tweet about it as to like it's their favorite song, but nobody is promoting it. And the last one, Villain. Those,
Villain is very good. The Villain
but
is
that's the
very
last
good.
but one song
Yeah,
that
the
he's
last one,
saying.
yeah.
And
It's
like
very
they're
good.
sleepers. I'm telling you, like
Very good.
they'll grow on you because
Do you know what they did?
what
They put me to sleep. That's what they did.
you're sleeping
That's the
on,
love
but
for you.
like the songs are clearly slept on.
Yeah. That's what it did. It put me to sleep. That's what it
So
did.
what would have made it the 10 for you is if the energy was consistent.
I felt like
throughout.
what he was trying
You
to
think
do,
the energy was not consistent throughout.
Yeah, I think after Ozeba,
But me, I think
And
if,
yes,
if you
and-
start
and
a
I
song
think-
on a high energy and the energy is reducing
why
towards
it's
that's
the
not
end,
the
it
only
still
reason
makes
why.
sense.
That's not the only reason why. And I also spoke about like in terms of like songwriting, even though that's not what he's trying
Yeah,
to.
that's
Afro-
what
Afro-
he's trying
Afro-
to do.
It doesn't
Afrobeats,
matter.
You know,
It doesn't
really,
matter.
they give
It's the
people
sounds.
pen game marks. Unless it be a good pen game. We don't really bash people on their pen game in
I don't think I'm
Afrobeats.
bashing him. I gave him a strong.
Yeah,
7.
but you've reduced what will make it better, and you're mentioning. So I'm just saying.
I feel
that.
like I mean,
And like
if he's leaning towards that type, I feel like the songwriting, could have been.
I feel like for
could
the
have
type,
been better.
for,
Honestly,
I feel like for the type of music he
Are
was
you
making.
telling me no one can make this type of record and have like some better songwriting?
I feel like for the type of music being
I feel like
made,
Burna Boy can do this and have like some insane songwriting skills.
Burna Boy.
Yeah,
Burna
Burna
Boy is
Boy.
the only other artist you can mention.
that's why I mentioned him.
But
Obviously.
that's what I mean. Like, there's levels to this, and clearly he's basically on the same level because Burna Boy is the only person that you've mentioned. But for the type of music that is being made, I don't see how.
I
or
don't think
what
Omale
more
will,
you would
I don't
have
think Omale
expected.
will lean into this type of production, but in terms of like songwriting, I think he can also pull it off. But I can't see him fitting on this type of productions.
When Sarkodie is
Same.
when
I don't
Sarkodie is
think- I
bragging
don't
and
think
things,
so.
what he talk? He don't really they talk anything for him bragging thing. I'm just saying this is a braggadocious album, and it's an experimental album.
You
With
see how you're
regards
giving
to
him
content,
leeway? I think you see how you're
with
giving him
regards
leeway.
to
I think you were very hard
for
on
something that
Sarkodie.
is-
They were like the bragging and writing was
Sarkodie has been writing the same thing for a decade. Rema just started
that
something
makes sense.
experimental. There's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't give him leeway.
All right.
okay. Fair.
Tell me, yes, fair. I wanted to hear that.
Okay, fair.
Thank you. But yeah, I just think for an experimental album, and also once again for type of music, Charlie, it's a dance. Charlie, even EDM songs ain't got no content. You get me, because they are dance songs. It's the same way Afro beats and what he's doing is a dance thing. It ain't gotta have no crazy content. Even then, for that
Bro.
specific reason, I think the content is
I
crazy.
feel like the songwriting and like the
You are not feeling properly.
Nah,
Go and feel again.
Nah, that's literally how
It's
I
a
feel.
question they ask. Can I answer my own?
Answer your
Yeah,
own.
answer.
Okay. So the reason why I gave him a hate is because first of all,
Give me hate.
no, I mean number 8, please.
okay.
Oh God, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I actually thought like he hated the album. Sorry.
So
I don't know. He's lying. There's no way you did. You actually think she hated the album? Because me, I knew.
But I'm dead serious. I hate hate.
Because she did say hate.
Oh, okay.
So
We'll
first
cut
off,
it out. Okay.
No. Include the hate.
First off, I had to listen to the album on the speaker. That's my problem. Cause on a normal day, I would when there's an album and I listen to it maybe with my headset, it would bang. But Rema got me. I'm looking for Rema, not Rema. The Rema before, because
Maybe Rema.
you get.
Maybe Rema the lazy.
It was a sweet boy.
Yeah, it was a sweet
You
boy.
get, and when you start the album, like
When
when you start the album, I was really confused. Like, I think he's the only artist that has made me listen to like an album like 3-4 times, like back to back, just to understand what he was saying. So because of the confusion, yeah, I'm giving you 8.
I think the first time I heard Iron Man from Rema, I always knew he was like a different act.
Kind of artist,
Yeah,
yeah.
I always knew, like, I think in every decade, like there's a new guy that comes in, like,
Right.
nah, this guy is actually going to change the sound of Afrobeats. When I heard Iron Man the first time, I was like, who is this kid? Like, you know, and like with every drop, he's like, in terms of like albums, he's always tried to like evolve his sound, you know. So like I said, I really like the album. I like the dairy nature. I like how it tests you, the consumer. Like, how do you actually feel? Like, you don't know if you hate it. Even if you hate it, you're like, do I actually hate it? Or like, are you annoyed? Like, it really confuses you, the listener.
That test was so real because that first listen, I think I even tweeted. I was like, this might have been the first time Rema dropped mid. When I slept and I woke up and I played that thing again, the way I deleted that tweet, nobody can see me. Nobody can see me say that he dropped mid, bro. No, I was lying, bro. I was wrong. I did not understand, bro. And don't worry,
It's certainly not mid.
Don't worry. No. The revolution will be televised when he comes back later and he's like, guys.
I said it's a 7.
When he increases it to a 9.5,
I can assure you guys,
it will move.
nah,
the revolution will be televised
it will move.
live right here on Unfiltered. You see it.
It certainly will move. I'm dead serious.
In addition,
Because I've actually listened to the album once.
Just once.
Yeah.
So how do you know what you're feeling?
guys,
No, I listened to it more than 4 just that same day, like more than 4 times, like, you know, understand
I don't know
what
about
I'm
you.
feeling.
I don't know about you.
Like, you
But I
cannot
don't-
judge a song
No,
or an album by listening to it once and you're telling me you don't know how
Actually,
you
yeah, bro.
how can you know what you're
I'm not-
feeling right now?
yeah.
Actually can.
I don't understand.
that 7 was
You know
out
what?
of your ass,
I
bro.
have never listened to, like, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to me, in terms of like the albums I fall in love with, even dating it back to when Euphoria dropped, like when it dropped, people were like, maybe, but when I just knew this record was the one. I've always been a type to like listen and know.
But you've
and
heard it
know
back
at
to
first
back,
listen.
right?
Oh yeah, I mean, because I actually like the song. But in terms of like, I've never been, how should I put it? In terms of like my take on an album, I'll listen to it and I'll know like the range it falls in. Like when I listen to what's it called? There was an album I listened to.
What was it
recently.
about? Sorry.
Can promise that when I listened to it,
Sorry.
I just knew the only record I'll be going back to was the one he sampled. What's the title?
What was it about?
Favorites. Yeah, I just knew. Like, I feel like, I don't know about you. Maybe you need to listen to like 4 times for you to like know this. How I need to listen once. I'll go back to listen to it, obviously, but like I know it's a 7. I really know it's a 7. The sound itself, like I wrote a review and I put it on Twitter.
No kizzy, like let's say no kizzy, no cap. I don't think you can grade the album because you genuinely just said that the album confuses you and challenges you as a listener.
And I told
How can you be challenged if you listen to that thing only
It
once?
challenges me.
You didn't listen.
but
It challenged
I
you. It
actually
challenges
get it.
you, and you didn't listen to it again. I'm sorry, but like your review is so invalid right now. You remember when Scott sat here and did not listen to things?
I don't think so.
Fam, no, bro.
No.
In fact, we've closed.
No. I don't think
Yapong.
so.
No.
I can literally
Where's
make
Scott?
a nice.
Scott, come
because
and-
I
come
feel
and say
like
some.
I don't know about you guys. I was searching on Twitter and I was like, apparently Rema dropped an album. I was like, and I didn't really see anything about it. No. I'm not like a DJ, first of all. So I don't need to know who
Okay.
is coming out and who is not. I'm not a DJ. That's fact. So like I see people talking about it, and I'm like, okay, I start listening to it. Like I said, I've always been a sucker for productions. That's why I said he was mixing sentences. There are some people who don't even
don't
know who
what
don't
you're
even
talking
know.
about.
Like I
Fair.
said, I listen to lots of music and I can literally tell in terms of sound he was blowing me away. But like I was like, what is this guy trying to do? That's what
Rema
I said.
said, hey,
and
Remy-
if I should find that out, if I should find the purpose of what he was trying to do with the music, maybe I'll move from 7 to a 10 or a 9.
Do you know how
But
you?
in
Do
terms
you
of,
know
like,
how you? Do you know how?
he
Do you know how
sounds on
you
the
find that
album,
out?
to listen to it again?
Duh.
I don't need to do it like back to back each and I think sometimes you need to pick a moment and you're like, okay, let me listen to this album.
But if you've listened to it once, how
I'm
do
not
you,
a DJ. You're a DJ. You need to listen to it
If
each
you've
and every
listened
day.
to the
Okay.
album one time, you cannot give a proper review of the album. There are so many things that would have gone over your head. You don't even know what he's. Even me, that I listen to it every day when I'm driving since it came out, and even in the morning in the shower, and if it's on repeat. There are so many things that I know I've not heard.
Like what?
There are so many things he says in so many of the songs that I cannot hear.
That
Also
was
because
the-
the lyrics are not out.
Because no, I don't. The lyrics
My
are on
point
Apple
exactly. Do
Music.
you know? Okay, what is he saying in his?
I don't know.
My point exactly. Like there are so many. Like
Nah,
it's not
are you
everything.
talking about lyrics or what?
Yeah, content, because yes, you mentioned Pen Game as something that you
Yeah,
thought
that's
could
what
be
that's
better.
what I said. I noticed. Like,
How can you notice if you've heard it only once?
He has different years,
I
guys.
don't know about you. I don't know
He's
about
talking
you
about
in
him.
terms of, because it appears you need to listen to the album. I feel like I need to find a time
No,
also.
like,
No, but
I
for
don't need to listen
but
to
for
it
a new
back to
but for
when
a
did the
new
album
I
drop?
said
When did the album
that.
drop?
for a new
When did the album drop?
experimentational
Last
sound,
week,
there's no way you can listen to it
Thursday.
once.
When did the
and-
No, I
album
think last
drop?
week Wednesday.
You cannot listen to an experimental
When did the
sound
album
once
drop?
and
I think
make a
10th
decision.
of July. That's
How
like
did the
last
album
week.
drop?
How did it
If
drop?
I've listened to
How
it
could I know
once
I
and I've been
think
able
drop?
to say the album is a 7, I actually think you should give me a pass. You've listened to how many times?
More than enough times.
How many
That's
times have
why
you
he
listened to
said
it?
20 over 10.
I don't think it's a 20.
It's a 10 over.
I don't
No,
think
no,
it's a
wait,
20.
wait, wait.
I don't,
When
I don't,
I
then-
said
but then
that-
I don't
You
think
can't
it's
Oh
mad.
you
my
can't
God.
not think it's a 20 when you've listened to it once. This is what
Alright,
I'm telling
guys.
you, because
I actually can.
you've missed so
Nah,
many
I actually
things.
can. Do you know why I can?
Why?
Because there are some albums I feel like I listened to House of Balloons once. I was like, this album is a 10 for me. I don't need to listen to it each and every day.
When I said that,
Even
my
what's it
God.
called, After Hours. Listen to it once. I was like, nah, this album is a
Nigga, you are a weekend. You suck the weekend. Do you not?
Unfiltered,
Do you know what
guys.
you're
Do
doing
you
right
not?
now?
Are you not? Are you not?
You're
Are you
literally
not
doing the same
biased to
thing
the
to Rema.
weekend? But are you not biased to the
You're literally-
weekend?
You are biased to Nigerian music.
I'm not biased to Nigerian music. I'm biased to good music.
Nah.
It's a different,
Nah, I've
completely
seen you
different. Am
each
I
and
actually
every
Poppy Stan?
time.
Am I actually
I've
Poppy
seen-
Stan?
no,
Nah.
I am.
Thank you. Have you heard me
I've
talk about
seen
Sheyi
you-
vibes before?
No.
I'm a weekend stan. But I literally said, when I listened to Don FM the first time, what did I say?
So I love it.
I said, nah, I said it challenged me. I was like, this album, I don't
No,
know if
but
I
like-
And you went back to go and listen to it again. And now
When
what
I
do you
said-
I need
think?
to go back.
So in the
When I
beginning, did you
said-
think Don
when
FM?
I
Okay.
saw-
In the beginning, did you think Don
Oh
FM was
my
a 10 out
God.
of 10?
I don't need to go
Do you
back.
think? Okay. What do you think of Don?
How many
Don-
times do you want me to go back?
What do you think of Don FM right
I feel
now?
like I can go back to the album, but I don't need to go back like
What
after
do you
listening the
think-
following day, the next day. I feel
What-
like I need to pick my time, and eventually I'll be like, oh, today let me listen to
Okay,
Rema's
so
album again.
hold on. Okay, so Della, first of all, when I said that I listened to the album 4 times in a row, I don't do that to like every album. First off, but because of
If
like
you don't do that
how
to if you don't do that to every album, you can also not do that to like what's it called? You can also listen to an album once.
yes, I agree. But then with regards to this particular Rema's album, I feel like you need to go over like several times before you can actually
I actually
give it a
agree with
rating.
you saying I need to go
right?
back. I don't think there's a day for you to go back. I heard the album. I'll go back the next
Not
day.
it- no,
it
Nobody
feels
has
like-
told him. Nobody
No,
has
no, no.
told him that he
Okay,
should.
so-
Nobody has told him that he
okay,
should go and listen to
alright.
it every day.
No,
All
I
right,
told
so
you-
right now,
I told
Della,
you that-
hold on. You are saying that like time, right? So like, how much time do you need to like
Now,
go back
I-
to?
with me.
Should I give you next
with-
week?
No. You don't.
No,
You,
go
you
give
don't
out
actually
day.
need to give me any time with me when it comes to music.
Oh
I
my
feel like there
God.
will be a day I'll be like, let me go back to this album. I don't know. I don't know about you. I feel like
Guys,
music
please,
with
in
me.
the comment section, kindly let us know if you would listen to an album once, twice, 3, 4, 5, like that.
Before
so,
you
like,
make
have
a vet-
feel and then like rate it. So
I'm
let's
just
know
saying,
if
So
you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me
what
that
makes you think you listen to it 4 times makes your opinion more validated. You listen to it once.
You cannot tell me that.
What makes you think? What makes you think you listen to it 4 times makes your opinion more validated than me listening to it once?
I'm not saying no. Like, see, this is what I'm not like I'm saying. Like, I am saying that first off, not every album is like Rema's, like this particular Rema's album. So if you're actually going to rate this particular Rema's album,
can I ask you a question?
You need to ask me like,
how many times you listen to Ken Promise album?
Multiple times.
Okay.
Multiple times.
More than 5.
I mean, that's what you are saying. I'm just saying, me, I listened to it once. That same album. I listened and I was like, no, it's not for me.
Okay.
It's not for me. I don't know about you guys. I've never really been a type to like when I hear
different species.
I don't know.
From a
I don't.
different species,
I don't know
'cause-
about you. I feel like maybe, and even in terms of like going back to an album, I don't need to. I might do that, but I feel like there will be a day and I'll just be there and I'll be like,
So,
let me go back and
I
listen to
have
the
a
album.
question.
Okay. Now ask a question.
Don FM.
Yeah.
When you listened to Don FM the first
Yeah.
time, what did you think?
Like I said, I listened to the album. I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
What do you think now?
What do I think? I don't think it's the week. If I'm ranking Weeknd's albums.
No. That's not what I want to know.
Alright.
Do you think it is better than when you heard it the first time?
Actually, no.
You think it's worse?
No, I don't think it's worse.
think
When
it's
I heard it
better?
the first, I don't think. When I heard it, I didn't think it was like a bad album.
Okay.
When I heard it the first, I didn't think it was a bad album.
Okay.
But
By your
I
opinion,
noticed
more things?
No. Wait. Let me come in. Let me come. I was on when it dropped. People on Twitter, nah, this is not it. You see when like something people be like the first reaction, nah, this is not it. I saw that thing on Twitter. I was like, why are people feeling that way? Then I heard it for the first time. I was like, The Weeknd, I know. I don't think this is his best work. Then maybe a month or 2 later, I'll go back. I'm like, okay, it's good, but it's certainly not After Hours. Certainly not Starboy. Certainly not this or this.
Can I? Now that you've answered my question, can I come back to you?
Okay.
So you listened to it the first time, and you said The Weeknd, this is not his best work.
Yeah.
Then you listened to it a month later, and you said it's good. That was after more than
me
one.
saying it's not the best work doesn't mean it's bad though.
I've never said you said Rema's work is bad. I'm getting to a point. But your opinion changed slightly based on the number of times you listened to the album.
Yeah.
Did it not? That's basically what I am saying.
I'm not saying my opinion won't change on Rema's album.
I don't. But then when I asked what you think could be done to make it better, the first thing you said was pen game, right? And a lot of Rema's words are lost in his melodies, and that is why even Engungun and things, some of the things fam. Some of the words he's saying, I'll not lie, I don't hear. And I know some of the words, if she doesn't hear, some of the words he's saying, you will not hear. So you rated the album. How many times
have you listened to the album?
You rated the album a 7.8,
like when it's
right?
bathing, when
and one of the
driving.
things that you mentioned could have been improved was the writing. But I'm saying,
do you think the writing can be improved?
I cannot hear everything, so I cannot give.
So you don't think the writing can be improved?
I've not finished.
I would say it can be improved, but like Rema didn't want people to like think he's doing it for the writing.
I get that also. But I get that also. But in terms of like when you are making music,
if in Don FM after a month later you thought it was better. Clearly, then
I didn't say that his pen game was bad on the album. First of all, like when you're talking about
when somebody uses a comparative word, it's not because the other word. If I say something is better, it doesn't mean the next one was bad.
Maybe
better than what you thought before is possible without the previous one being bad.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I mean,
so when I'm saying better, I'm not saying it because you said the previous one was bad.
So what's your qualm with my rating?
My qualm is
the
things you are saying could have been improved upon. You don't know. You don't have full knowledge on, and so you cannot give an absolute verdict on.
Because you listen to it once, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so.
Feel the comment section because
when
I am confused.
You see, I was able to even point out some lines when I did ball past Charmania and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I was going through the lyrics and stuff like, okay, I get what you're trying to do here. There was like bragging your money and stuff, and people were like, "What kind of money Rema touch? We Rema did do this kind of music." So I was literally going through the lyrics, and I'm like,
I
get, yeah. I was literally, I'm pretty sure I quoted some lines about the album for you guys to hear. So it means I was basically going through the lyrics and stuff. And I said, in terms of like writing and stuff, I felt like, I don't know, it could have been better. I felt like it could have been better. Some of the lines I saw, I felt like it could have been better. Honestly. I feel like maybe you also go back and listen to it and be like, nah, in terms of writing, it could have been better. Even though we are saying this type of music, you don't need to like, what's it called? I'm not saying like have like some, who is one of the best, like some R. Kelly type of writing on the album. I'm not saying have that.
Of all the people,
R. Kelly, I mean,
all the people you could have
no one is going to shade R.
with
Kelly for
incredible
his songwriting.
penguin.
R. Kelly is one of the best songwriters ever.
I'll choose somebody less.
I'm not. You can choose someone who is better.
Like who?
The guy wrote "You Are Not Alone" for Michael Jackson. I can say he's a good songwriter.
I'm not about his songwriting prowess, bro. The man is a sex offender. Pick somebody else.
I'm talking about. You are
bro.
thinking about your sexual stuff. I'm talking. We can't write off your history based on what you've done.
Yeah.
You literally can't. I'm not saying I agree with what he did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with what he did, but in terms of like back to Rema's album, I feel like, I mean, I remember I was on the couch, I was listening, like, let me read the lyrics and stuff. It was on Apple Music. I don't know where you were listening. They said there was no lyrics and there were no lyrics.
Not on Spotify.
On Apple Music there were lyrics. I can literally go and check right now.
Alright, so that was a good fight. A really beautiful fight.
I don't think one listen is enough to judge an album.
Alright.
Regardless of what album it is.
You can listen to an album 10 times
Zero.
and lose something.
There, you cannot judge an album based off of one listen. At least two. Like, it's not possible. It's not possible. There's so much you miss after you. There's so much you miss in one listen of an album.
You miss, like, there's an album.
There's so much you miss in one listen of an album. 2 years ago, I can
go back and still find something. You will always find something with music
that would make it better. So then,
it doesn't mean
if that's what you're saying, then
is
one not insufficient?
It doesn't mean one is
wrong. If you're not hearing all the creativity and artistry that's been put into somebody's body of work and you're judging it, are you not judging it based off of the wrong?
You may not hear it once.
Merits.
I may hear it once.
I'm
not saying like I'm some god-tier human being or something.
Cool beans. You've heard it here first.
You've been to a class before.
Touch and go.
You are teaching something. Someone will get it once.
I bet.
Have you all not been in a class before?
Yeah, I have.
Sometimes we are teaching and someone will understand. Someone will need to read it 4 times. It doesn't mean you, the person who heard it once, you are like some god person or whatever. It doesn't mean anything.
I just feel like certain albums or like certain songs, maybe singles, should be heard more than once.
There are lyrics here. There are lyrics on Apple Music. So I was literally going through the lyrics. I'm like, oh, okay, it could have been better.
But
you didn't have lyrics. You didn't have lyrics on Spotify.
But that doesn't matter.
I mean, based on if I'm able to say, I feel like maybe the writing could have been better.
Yeah.
And I was listening while I was reading the lyrics. You listen on, apparently there are no lyrics. I don't know. I don't use Spotify.
No, they are not.
So if I'm the one who is saying that I was kind of reading the lyrics while listening to the music, don't you think I have like a small?
Not after one listen. No, that's my main.
But you didn't read the lyrics.
That's my thing. One listen. Like, oh, bro.
If
I listen 10 songs.
If I listen once,
Charlie,
and I read the lyrics whilst I'm listening, and you listen 4 times, and in all those 4 times, you've not read the lyrics. You actually thought the lyrics are not out already.
When you listen to Thames' album, how many times did you listen to it?
I actually listened to it like maybe, like I said, I listened to it like maybe 2 times. Because I don't have it on my phone. You can literally check. I don't have Thames' album on my phone.
Do you agree that there are some certain single like songs and like some albums that you have to like listen to more than once?
Music can be listened to.
Well,
so many
my
times.
Question now.
I've answered.
He's dancing around it.
I'm not dancing around
this one. Unless we play Ozeba for him to dance around the answer.
I literally don't get.
No, like.
Anything can be listened to more than once. Even a fucking podcast can be listened to more than once.
Say something, please.
Producer Sam don't depict Mike.
He vexed because. Please answer.
I want to hear.
Answer.
But you know, during Kim Promise's favorite story, you and I said the song was not good.
I was there.
You said it twice.
I said I know exactly what I said.
You said that's your favorite song.
I said when I listened to the album.
Thank you, my brother.
When I listened to that album, I said I felt like my first listen, I felt like the sample was not like syncing well with the song. That was one of my first critiques when I. Okay. But still listening to the album, I was like, this might be the best song of the album.
I said it. It doesn't mean like if I say this like a song is not good. When I listen to the album in totality, I can literally go and say this song.
How many
is
times did you listen to the album?
The album I actually listened like twice. I had to go back to.
So you
Pirates.
listen to every
why
album
of-
twice?
So why
Not
is it that Rema's
necessarily.
album was just one? Like why? What did the guy do
like,
to you?
It's not it's
Fair
not
and
about-
fine.
it's not about what
Maybe
Rema
if
has
maybe
done.
if you're listening to like a casual mainstream album where you ended up they are just loading hits for you, you go feel listen to them one time. But like when people have been crying for something experimentational and something new, and an artist does something completely different, people are saying you both said you were looking for the old Rema.
I didn't,
Clearly-
I didn't say
was.
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say
said
that.
You didn't agree.
I
You
didn't
didn't agree
say
with
that.
her.
One of
Please,
my first things was the
please.
music
When we are
was
posting
daring.
the video, let's roll the footage back.
I'm loving this.
Thank you.
I can literally go back to my review.
We'll roll the footage
I
back.
can literally go back to my review. What have I said about my review? You can read it. I think I have stuff on Twitter to prove that. I said the music,
Experimentational project. You know, go if you listen to them just once.
I'm not
because-
saying me listen to it once doesn't make it
So,
like a bad album.
He's saying that it would still go back to the album, but like not now. And
I would definitely go back, but I don't need to go back like each and every
The
day.
revolution will be televised here live on Unfiltered.
7.8.
You
But
don't
like-
worry.
If you get the album, what?
You said 7.
He
I said
said high 7.8.
I said a
So
strong 7.
7,
And he's, what are you guys talking about?
No vex,
I said
relax.
a strong 7. What
But
did
like,
you say? And I was like, strong 7. Like, I was like,
The
maybe a
revolution will be
7.8.
televised here.
Didn't I say 7.8?
You
said
did.
7.8.
So, like, what's the bad thing I've said about the album?
Nothing.
I've not like I've said this so many times. I don't think you said that the album was bad.
No, he didn't say that.
I just think the basis of your review is unfounded.
Because
Based on what?
you listen to
because
it
I
once,
listened once.
Yes.
And yours is what?
several
From I
times.
cannot count.
Countless
And I do that, and for every album
and your
review, I
review is
do
what?
that.
And your review is what?
20 over
Your review
10.
is what? Like to you,
I think
think
it's a 10 out of 10 album.
Nah.
Yes.
You said minus what? Baseless, unfounded, whatever.
Yes.
And yours is
Founded.
Founded
based on you listening to it 4 times.
based on the fact that I've listened
Normally
to
in between
every
these
song
dudes right
multiple
here.
times. Yes.
Based on you listening to it 4 times.
multiples.
He
More
said-
than,
You said-
it's way
you
more
said-
than 4.
Okay, way more than 4.
It's way more
whatever.
than 4. I've listened to the thing is that it's like 27 minutes. I've listened to that
All
thing
I'm
so many times.
all I'm saying is, whilst I was
The
listening
4
to the
times
album,
it be in one day.
my
Seth,
critique.
like,
What was my critique? My critique was I felt like the energy dropped, right, in terms of like the songs, and I felt like maybe the pen game
He
can be
fell
better.
asleep.
And whilst I was listening
He
to the,
slept.
whilst I was listening to
He
it
slept
once.
on the album, guys.
Wait. Let me make my
Yeah.
point. And whilst I was listening to the album once, I read the lyrics also.
do you agree that songs grow on you?
Every song can grow on you.
Yeah, I agree to that.
If you heard a song one
And-
time,
and-
if you heard the song the first time and you didn't like it, and later it's grew on you before, doesn't mean that the song was bad the first time.
It doesn't mean the song was so good.
But
It doesn't mean the song was also good. I can assure you, a song can grow on you. It doesn't mean it was good.
it's better than you thought if it's grew on you.
A song can grow on you. It doesn't mean it was good.
It would be better than you thought if it's grew on you. Because Akwakwa was played so many times, it no grow on me. It no grow on you. Am I lying?
It did.
No gone us.
Hey!
It did.
Hey! We were here in this studio. It's just
You're
me saying
lying.
no the camera top.
It
Hey!
did. It did. It can. Like I said, a song can grow on you. A song can grow on you.
We are on
And
the lot today.
Nah. Like I mean, well.
Yesterday was
fair.
your Yash,
But like,
bro.
nah.
Yeah, you know what Yash
trying
Rema
to
was
say
thinking
is-
about. Today is yours. We go pack him.
What I was trying to say is, so you think a song that grows on you means it's a
Makes
good
it
song?
better.
Blinding Lights
Well,
grew on me.
probably-
I don't think it's The Weeknd's best song.
Why are you using a superlative when we're not?
He loves
we're
The
not
Weeknd a
comparing-
lot.
We're not
He
comparing.
loves
He's
The
a-
Weeknd
he's
a
a-
lot.
We're not
You
comparing.
sure?
Listen, if we're talking about repetition, you're comparing a song to when you heard it before. It doesn't mean that it's his best song. We're not talking about his best song, but it grew on you. That means
If a song grows, it doesn't mean it's a good song.
It's
A song can
fam-
grow on you based on how you felt. Maybe at a point in time, maybe the lyrics mean more. or something. Doesn't mean it's actually a good song.
if you liked it more than you thought, it was not better than you thought.
Say that again.
I'm saying if you listened to it the first time, you did not like it, and it grew on you. It grew on you means it's a good song, or if it's not good, it will not grow on you, or you think if it's not good, it will still grow on you.
There are
That's
so many
it,
songs that
that's
can
it.
grow on you. I can literally point out some Shatawale songs that have grown on me, but I can I can be like, this song in terms of musicality is not a good song. It wasn't mixed well. It's not a good song, but it can grow on you. There are songs that can grow on you, but it's not a good song. I'm dead serious about this. How many songs can do you know the amount of Shatawale songs that has grown on you? Kakai came out and like I knew made a day. By December It was one of my favorite songs on a BBC. It doesn't mean it was a good song.
Matt.
Now, I actually want to know. Do you think Every Song That Grows on You is a good song?
Please, we've heard. It's okay. Let's close.
No, I mean,
We've heard why.
All right, guys.
We've
This
heard.
was a really good fight.
Please, if you want to review song, listen to it more than once. Okay.
actually,
Thank you.
I agree with you. Listen to it more than once, but it doesn't mean you.
Why are we
I
arguing?
feel like
Oh
we are
my
having.
God.
It's a nuanced conversation. It's not like a
Yeah.
black and white thing. You listen to it once doesn't mean like your opinion about. Maybe my ear can pick something. Maybe you didn't. It does.
If you listen-
you listen
if
to
you-
it once doesn't mean like your review is bogus and it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. And I'm not. Someone can listen to a song 5 times and be like, and actually also give you a bad review. What about that? Can someone listen to a song 5 times and give you a bad review?
I haven't seen that
The-
before,
Can
Shao.
someone listen? Do you think it's possible?
I think so, yeah.
So what makes
believe
someone
so.
listen to a song once and give you a good
No,
review?
no.
bad?
What? Okay, so maybe what Kevin said is different from what I'm saying.
And
I
I
am
listen-
just saying that
I'm able to listen to
because
this
of
album
this
once and be like, nah, this album is a
experimental album from Rema, I feel like
I'm not saying. I feel like Rema's album. You need to listen to it more than once.
not all of his album. Like this particular one, you need to like hear it, overhear it more than hear
I am not
it.
disagreeing
You
with that.
understand?
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm actually not disagreeing with that.
Okay.
I feel like you have to listen to every type of album once, twice, whatever.
Yeah.
There's no definitive number of times for you to
Yeah,
listen to
there's
an
no.
album. There's no definitive time,
But like
but I'm
this
also
particular
saying
one should
that
be more than
I'm
once.
also saying that someone can listen to an album 10 times and give you a bad review.
I agree with that.
I can. You know, one of the biggest reviews on YouTube is called Anthony Fantano. He listened to what's it called, The Weeknd's House of Balloons, and gave it a strong 2.
Wow.
You can literally go online right now, and he's one of the biggest reviews. I can bet my bottom dollar on this. What I'm trying to say right now, and literally went back years later and was like, he will give the album a strong 5. You listen to an album 10 times doesn't mean your review is the best thing on earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys,
I think
that's it.
that's a fair point.
Yeah, it's a fair point from both parties because I was in the middle of all of this saga. All right, Kevin, what do you have to say?
Thank you.
Della, do you have anything else to
No, I
say?
mean, I don't have anything to say. But I mean, what I can say is, in terms of like reviewing music, it's always going to be a nuanced conversation. It's not a black and white thing. There's always going to be a gray area in terms of what people find in listening to an album or something. I get it. In terms of like the number, 4 will definitely be favorable more than 1. But it doesn't mean you listen to it once, you can't find something to talk about. I
Oh
wholeheartedly
yeah, no,
disagree.
like with what you said,
I
I
wholeheartedly-
agree.
yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
I am just saying that because it is Rema, like this
Oh,
particular
no, but- you-
album is like it is really intense, Scott.
I want
Nah,
to ask him,
nah,
but
Scott
something
did-
say make I just
Scott,
left him
fuck out.
because Scott
Scott
said he
said-
don't listen to the album.
Scott said I said
That's what he say. He says
Okay,
Scott said he
okay.
don't listen to the album, so
he
you know
didn't
go.
listen to an album. I listened to it once. You are telling me it's the same thing.
He said he has heard it.
He said he didn't listen to the album. That's what he said.
So it's in.
He has said it, but he hasn't.
He said he.
That's
I don't
what he
know
did.
about
He did
you,
say. He
but
did
I
say
said,
that later.
I don't know what I recall was he said he hasn't listened to the album.
He
That's
said
what
that
he
in
said.
the beginning. Then later
Yeah,
he
yeah,
said
the
he has soaked
beginning.
it, but he didn't listen to it.
Okay, but
That's
like-
true.
So
The last point is that he heard it just once. Case closed.
I listened to the album once while reading the lyrics too.
That is the last.
Yeah, it's
That is fight because. Yeah, oh my God.
if you say I can't talk about someone's pen game on an album,
Which is fine.
and if I listen to an album without, let's just say I didn't like take the time to go through the lyrics, and I said that
He
maybe,
did his
but
assignment.
maybe I have a point. I listened to the based on just one listen, I came up with this review. I don't even think this was like the best thing to say about it, but I was able to come up with. He makes sense and stuff. First artist who I don't know of any African act who is messing with synths right now. You can mention one. Someone can listen to the album 5 times and can't even point that out.
Alright.
What about that?
Sorry, oh, she isn't.
No. I want to know. I want to know what about. I mean, you can cut this off, but I want to know. I want to know what about that.
Why are they?
Alright.
Because I feel like we were
Are you done?
both talking about the same thing. Maybe you cut it off. I feel like we were both talking about the same thing. No,
I really don't.
I really don't.
Actually, we pass
Conversation.
one now.
I feel like we are both talking about the same thing, but in terms of like, I get it. You need to listen. You've listened to it 4 times. I get it. I'll go back eventually. I'll find something new. Be like, yeah, Charlie, this song get B.O. Even I've been there before. Like you listen to a track.
So like this is what we
even Dress Family
might.
Matters. Of late, the last verse they grow on me because I used to think not be anything. But
Alright, guys.
you know,
This is what we might do before the year ends, right? We would, or we might have to ask Stella again what he feels about the album, and then maybe
I give the album. If I give the album a 2,
and then maybe then
assuming Della will go back and go and listen to the album.
I give the album a 2.
Oh,
if I give
it
the album
would,
a
it
2,
would.
I'll feel like I need to go back. But from first listen, I think it's a 7 from the onset.
Okay, but like
from first listen, I think
it's
it's
a
7.
win if he's able to like sleep on it. I mean, it's help him to
Nah,
sleep.
I
on
don't
it.
feel like I slept on it too.
No.
From
I
first
mean,
listen, you think
I understand.
Thames' album is better than this one?
I didn't
Because you
say
rated
that.
Thames' album higher.
You said
said 9, right?
when I came
Or-
in.
I'm asking.
9 or
I'm
8?
asking
Nine.
about.
9.
You rated Thames' album
when-
at
when I
9,
came
and you
in-
rated this one as 7. So I'm just
Yeah, I-
asking if you think Thames' album on first listen and this one is better than this
He
one.
doesn't
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's
You
fine.
you really think so?
She said yeah.
Oh my god. You
Anyway,
really think so?
thank you guys
So,
for
do you
watching
think- do you think-
Unfiltered.
Do you think everyone who
trying
listens
to
to this album can start? Haven't you seen people on Twitter saying it's a bad album?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Haven't
have
you seen
seen
people
it,
saying
yeah.
that?
Like I
But
said, the
yeah.
revolution will be televised.
Haven't you seen people saying
There are
that?
so many comments of it being like the worst of Rema's work.
Haven't you,
and
there's
everything
a
he's done
guy
so
who
far.
used to work for Pulse. He was a music review, some bald head guy. He's one Glitch Africa or something. I don't know. He said there are some people are saying it's a
yeah.
bad album.
I've seen it.
There are people. What do you think about those people too?
They decrease.
And yeah, I mean,
The revolution will be televised.
when I listened to Thames' album first time, I was like, it's a good album, like sound and stuff, like some R&B laid back. And if anyone knows me, I'm more of like an R&B guy. So when you lean in that,
I'm just glad
I'll
he
give
said
you
that.
Yeah. If you, I mean,
So
everyone has
you
their
know,
biases.
the ears.
Everyone has
Yeah.
when it comes to music, everyone has their biases. You can't tell me you don't have your bias when it comes to music.
This is going to be a very long watch.
Do you have?
Wow.
Okay, when it comes to music, what do you think is a bias? Like I said, I'm a sucker for sounds. Like if you're able to like do some sound, nice sound shit, you can even have the worst lyrics on there. Later on, I'll go back and but based on the sound, I'll be like, yo, this song is the best song on earth. Or you don't have a bias in music. I want to know.
I think for me it depends on the artist. I don't
Even
know
sometimes
why.
you can,
Yeah,
as an
it
artist, the way you can
depends
dress can
on
make
the
me have a
artist.
bias. Facts.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious.
I can
Based
say
on
that as well.
yeah.
What do you think, Kevin?
You-
Are you so done? Because Kevin look like he's so done.
Nah,
and he's done with the conversation. He can't say no
I'm
more.
actually thinking, say, yeah, you've cut this part off. And
It is
I don't
still
know.
rolling.
Yes, no,
Okay, me. I don't
he's
know.
hoping that he will get some juicy part to cut off. You don't know.
Me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to like do with, but it's just like normal convos and stuff. When it comes to music, do you think you have your bias?
I do.
I think everybody does have a
Yeah.
Everyone. So like when I'm listening to an R&B and like it maybe falls in my small world where you are leaning on some vices and stuff, I'll obviously have a bias. But maybe I can go back, like, but I feel like even going back to albums and stuff, it calls for it. I know some albums I've listened to first time, like, okay, it was good. I'll go back. I'll bring it back lower. I'll go back. Yeah, Charlie, this album the B and a BB sir. But eventually, but I feel like it's not like go back. Like nah.
Okay,
I'm
you
not
there.
good
You.
for this.
We beg you, go back and go and listen to the album. Right?
Yeah, I mean, on first listen, I said it's a 7. I don't think I've given the album like a bad
shade.
shade.
No, you are not giving it a bad shade.
To
But
me-
right
to
now,
me-
So okay. I want to ask you a question. Just I don't know if this is going to put this.
It's still
If I
the
give it a 10, if I give it a 10 over 10 on first listen, what would you have said?
That you decrease because how you go
No,
figure
no.
him 10 out on first
since
listen.
it is Della, I would have said he no get good here. He didn't listen well because Della will never give
He will not
any
give
album a
straight
10
up.
over 10.
I actually have some albums. I'll give a
Unless
10
it's the
over 10.
weekend.
No. There are some albums
The
I'll give a 10
Weeknd.
over
Unless
10.
it's the weekend, he'll not
No,
give
honestly,
anybody
there's some
straight
albums
up
I'll
10
give
over
a 10
10.
No way.
There's a guy
Except
called,
the weekend.
Oh no.
Because-
There are some albums I'll give a 10 over 10.
Even terms that Della really likes, he said 9.
Did I say?
I
9?
go feel that give the
I said
album
what?
10. The album no be 10. oh.
What 9.5? Are you sure I said 9.5? I'm sure it's what was the guy's name?
I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't give
I
her
don't like
20.
I'm telling you. It's not 20.
I don't honestly.
You, I think you did. You
I
did.
don't
You
recall
did.
what I gave.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
did
recall.
because
It's
I feel like I gave it either like a 7.5 or an 8.5 or
Because
something like that.
he gave it more rate than
Ayers.
Star.
yeah, I still do.
Because it was like, this is fine. It's okay. It's okay.
You don't finish the guy.
And even with those people, I think I listened once.
No, but you said terms. You listen to like terms
No,
twice.
I'm talking of like IO or whatever. I listened once.
Ira.
Yeah.
Oh no! First off, you don't
You
like
want
Ira's
me? You want me to get angry all over again?
Let me tell you something. I want us to have this conversation. No.
Carry your mic. Carry your mic.
I want us to have like, in terms of like, when it comes to like album reviews, I want you to understand the fact that you listen to it 5 times and someone listens to it once. Doesn't make someone's opinion.
I was just saying that because of Rema's album.
I really want to put that out there. I'm not
that
saying,
makes sense.
I'm just saying the more you hear,
the more you listen to
the
it,
more
the
things
more
you
things
hear,
change and stuff.
which would influence the review that you're giving
I'm
the
not
album.
disagreeing with that also.
And that is all that I'm saying.
I
my
never
God.
disagree with that.
Okay, so maybe we
never
can
did.
put it this way, that if you've not listened to an album twice, you can't rate it.
I still don't think so.
I mean, I genuinely be like,
He thinks
like
so. He thinks so.
Do you think I want to get like a no. Do you think someone can watch or read, listen, whatever to something more than 10 times and still give a bad take on what the person read, listened, or whatever?
I don't
Do you
think
so?
so.
If you don't have any knowledge about what you're listening or watching, sure, yes, definitely. But if you have knowledge of what you are watching or what you are reading, and that is the reason why, whether it is learning, whether it is whatever it is that you're doing, they always ask you to go over, whether if it is filling form, whatever the heck it is, because there's something that you would probably have missed, which would influence the final verdict that you're giving. Even your examiner cry when he mark, he go over. Like
I've never disagreed with that, but I'm also saying someone can listen to something once and get the broad scope of the album more than maybe someone can also listen to it and probably won't get it. Because it's not a black and white thing.
I don't disagree. Listen, but my point is, all other things
being equal. All other things being equal.
Okay.
All other things being equal.
What's
Me
equal,
and you. Let's assume you are a twin. You and your twin have gone through the exact same experiences from birth. If one person got cut on the knee and the next person got cut on the knee 2 seconds later, the same cut. Everything in life, you've gone through the exact same thing, and you've both listened to the album. One person has listened to it once, the other person has listened to it multiple times. The odds are the person that listened to it multiple times has more knowledge on it than the person that listened to it once. Am I wrong or am I right? Ceteris paribus.
I don't believe
all other things being equal.
First of all, I don't believe in a this or that world. I'm dead serious. I don't believe in this is what is good and this is I really.
But that's the only way we'll be able to judge whether somebody who has listened to it once or somebody who has listened to it multiple times would have different opinions or not. Is if you keep all the other factors controlled. We're conducting an experiment right now, right?
Yeah.
The independent variable is the amount of times that the music is going to be listened to, right?
Okay.
The dependent variable is everything else around it, because everything else influences everything else influences the opinion that you make in the end.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, right? So then the more times that I've listened to it, if we all have everything else being equal, what we're going to judge our knowledge on is based on the number of times we have tagged the work that we're supposed to do.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I've listened to it more times,
that's why I give it a 10.
Oh yeah.
That's why I give it a 10, innit? Because you listen to it more times. That's why I give it a 10.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah. And I've listened to it once and I give it a what?
7.8.
So maybe if I listen to it 10 times, I'll move from 7 to where?
10.
20.
Simple.